He got behind them, big, strong kid, gets 3 yards, and, moving the chains for the Eagles here.
Drennan Hausman's going to check in for the Eagles. One common opponent that kind of jumps off the page at you, Gary, is Mascoutah. Mascoutah beat Jerseyville 28-21, but they hammered the Eagles last week.
Yeah, if you look at the common opponents, but like we said before, you can throw this Friday night game out the windows. When these two guys meet, it's going to be a good football game.
No question. Walker gets it up the middle with a seam and takes it down near the 15-yard line. Gain of about 6 on first down. It'll bring up second down and 4.
Early on here in the first quarter, we're under 8 minutes to play. The Eagles are definitely winning the line of scrimmage battle thus far.
They're able to push Jerseyville around pretty good, but got to finish this drive now. They got it 2nd and 4 at the Jerseyville 16, trailing 6-0, 7:40 to go first quarter. Turby Phil, 4 wide receivers set this time with Walker behind him. Walker gets it again, left side, nearly lost it. Got the 10 and turns it up and still going. Inside the 5, he'll take it. He's going to have a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal Eagles at about the 3.
Yeah, good strong run by Nick Walker down the left sideline. Pushed out of bounds, looks to be at about the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards for 36 yards early here in the first quarter.
1st and goal Eagles and more of a goal line package checking in now. Turbyfield gets the play call from head coach Mike Parmentier. Turbyfield up under center, full house backfield. Christensen, Glover, and Walker behind him. And it's Walker right side, and he's got some room, and I see him. Eagles sideline wants it to be a touchdown, but he's going to be just shy. He'll take it down to the 1-yard line, right to the goal line, but comes up just shy. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and coming in the Eagles offense, they only got 4 rushing touchdowns on the year, and 2 of those being by quarterback Noah Turbyfield. So they'd really like to grind this one in and punch it in against their crosstown rival here.
I'm calling number 2 right here. Why do anything else but run it here, you'd have to think. Turbyfield under center, Christensen, Glover, and Walker behind him again. Turbyfield keeps it. Quarterback sneak. Is he in? No signal yet, except from the CM Eagles. Officials haven't signaled. Now they do. Touchdown Eagles. Touchdown Eagles. Noah Turbyfield on a quarterback sneak takes it in from 1 yard out. And with 6:44 left to go in the first quarter, we're tied at 6. Great comeback drive by that CM offense.
Oh, very impressive drive there after the first play. Turnover there on the first play on the miss handoff. They could have folded there early on, but very, very impressive drive. They moved the chains, by a quarterback sneak and touchdown by Noah Turbyfield.
Now CM will attempt the extra point. Jerseyville failed in their extra point attempt. So CM will give it a shot here.
Well, as you can see this year in the NFL, extra points have been no gimme there.
Nope.
They're definitely not no gimme here tonight on a wet grass.
Chandler Powell, an offensive lineman, on to attempt it, and it is up, and it is good, and the extra point is the difference right now. The Eagles lead the Panthers 7-6. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Sure you had Madewell home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-580.
Yeah. Chandler Powell set to kick it away for the Panthers, as they will indeed get that first offensive possession here, barring a turnover or maybe an onside kick here. Powell ready to kick it away. High kick down the right sideline, fielded at about the 20 by the Panthers. And out to the 25, to the 30, and a little bit of a seam there. And out to the 35-yard line. So the Panthers will have pretty good field position here to start. Looks like number 12, Blake Rudolph, I believe, was the return man for the Panthers.
Yeah, good return by the Panthers. They'll start, good field position as they'll start here at the 35-yard line, led by a Matthew Jackson quarterback, Brian McDowell, and Kurt Hall in the backfield.
Eagles in their home purple uniforms, purple jerseys, purple pants, white numbers, gold helmets. The Panthers in their road unis, gray pants, white shirt, blue numbers, white helmets. And we'll see what the Panthers can do on offense after scoring once on defense, but then giving up a touchdown on defense. So their defense has been on the field for both scores tonight. They'll turn and hand it off, and right side looking for running room. 33, Kurt Hall with the carry that time. Takes it out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Gain of about 7. Good gain for the Panthers on first down.
Yeah, good start for Kurt Hall. They have a three-headed monster here. They got Matthew Jackson, who's got 6 touchdowns on the year. Brian McDonald, 350 yards rushing. And then you have your Kurt Hall comes in with 57 carries, 293 yards, and he has 2 touchdowns rushing on the year.
Matthew Jackson is the quarterback for the Panthers. They won't throw it a great deal. Hall goes in motion. Hard count by Jackson, I think, draws the Eagles off sides. We'll see. Offsides against CM, so that's a free 5 and going to be a first down for the Panthers as well.
The one thing, let's see which one of these defense can step up tonight. CM comes in defense giving up 24 points a game, and Jerseyville giving up 31 points a game. And the last time the Eagles were playing in conditions like we are tonight, they had a shutout in week 2 against Woodard for 8-0.
Panthers with it, 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Jackson up under center, sends a man in motion, but gives it right up the middle. That's 34, Brian McDonald on the carry. Not much there, got maybe a yard.
Yeah, McDonald with the carry, met at the line by Briley Christensen. Looks to be a gain of 1 on the play.
It'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Panthers. And Jackson gets the play call and brings it into the huddle. 5:13 to go here, first quarter. Jackson up under center with the big fullback, Brian McDonald behind him, the junior. Man in motion is Hall this time, right side. Looking for room, but nothing there. He's going to lose a couple on the play. Good job by the CM defense that time. Dylan Dublow, the first man there for CM.
Yeah, Kurt Hall got the right side, loss of 1. Good penetration by the Eagles' front line. Pushed him out of bounds. Looks to be a loss of 1 on the play.
Loss of a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Panthers, and not a down and distance that they like. They stay with that tight formation. 2 wide receivers, Rogers and Medford. Rogers to the right, Medford to the left, and a receiver in the slot as well. Jackson wants to throw. He's got time. Rolls to his right now, pulls it down. He's going to run. Midfield and tripped up. Flag comes out. Flag down. Jackson takes it out to midfield. It's going to be a gain of about 2, but we'll check the penalty.
Looks like to be a late flag coming in. Look behind the play. Not sure what it's going to be on.
Boy, this is unsportsmanlike against CM. That's going to be a killer penalty because it gives Jerseyville a first down. Nope. This is going against the Panthers for an illegal block in the back. So that marks it back to the 40. I don't think the Eagles will accept this penalty.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to push him back, Nick.
They'll have a choice of 4th and 7 or 3rd and about 17.
Yeah, it looks to be 3rd and 17. I mean, the Panthers' offense are not much on the passing game. Will Medford's their leading receiver. He's got 101 yards receiving on the year with 1 touchdown, and Kurt Hall's got 79 yards. But after those 2, they're not going to throw the ball much tonight.
I don't see him accepts the penalty, sets up 3rd and 18. Jackson is just going to turn and hand it right up the middle. That's McDonald, the fullback. So conservative play call there for the Panthers. Just really wanting to gain a little bit of field position. Maybe try to catch them napping a little bit, but they're going to punt it away, and the Eagles will get the football back, leading 7-6. Alex Glover is going to go back deep to receive this one. Jackson is going to punt it away for the Panthers.
Yeah, big 3 and out for the Eagles defense. You know, they started the game on a turnover, gave up a quick 6. They got the lead, and now the momentum's starting to switch towards the home side here.
Jackson's punt is high end over end kick, bounces at the 35, takes a Jerseyville bounce down inside the 30, still rolling all the way down to the 22-yard line, where the CM Eagles will start on offense, leading 7-6. So 2 possessions for the Eagles offensively so far, Gary. 1 play on that first possession. They fumbled it. Jerseyville scored a touchdown, but really a march last time for the Panthers, about a 60-yard drive, capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Noah Turbyfield.
Yeah, good drive there. You know, getting the lead 7-6 here. You know, we got a little over 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Let's see what see if the Eagles can get the running game, because you're going to see a heavy roast, a heavy toast of running here. They have 3 or 4 guys they can give the ball to.
3:20 to go first quarter as the Eagles start this drive at their own 22-yard line. Turbyfield with Christensen next to him sends Nick Walker in motion to his right. Gives it to Christensen. He'll sidestep a tackler. Flag comes out. Not much there. No gain really on the play for Christensen, and we'll check the penalty. That's possibly going to be against CM for a hold. Officials discussing. It is holding against the Eagles, so we'll see here if Jerseyville decides to accept that penalty and mark off the 10 yards. Just pretty much a choice of 2nd and 10 or 1st and 20. They're going to take the 1st and 20.
But the thing you're going to see with both these teams tonight, both these teams, they don't have that really go-to guy, the running back or quarterback. You know, they both got a couple guys they got to go to, so you're going to see a lot of long, extended drives. I mean, neither one of these teams really have that explosive player that's going to break that big run.
Right, not a lot of big play capability for either side. Turbyfield in the pistol. Walker behind him, 4 wide receivers set. Walker gets it, right side looking for room, breaks a tackle. And he's out across the 13 to the 15-yard line goes Nick Walker, gain of about 5.
Yeah, gain of 5 by Nick Walker. What you're seeing now is pretty much what you're going to see most of the night. You know, the CM Eagles come in as a team averaging just a little over 4 yards per carry. So it's going to be a lot of 4 or 5 yard carries. Keep the chains moving and try to get the ball in the end zone.
2nd and 16. They threw it over nearly 40 times last week against Mascoutah. That was because they were down big, partially. Turbyfield in the pistol. Walker next to him. Sends a man in motion. That's 24, Cameron Gray. Turbyfield takes the snap, wants to throw it in the flat to his right. That's Glover with the catch, but not much there. Glover makes the reception, and going to be a gain of about just a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15 for the Eagles.
Yeah, it's going to make it 3rd and long. That's not one of the positives on the Mike Parmentier likes to see. As any coach, you don't want to be 3rd and 15, especially on a wet field like this. So let's see if they be conservative, punt it back, and put their defense back on the field.
Could certainly be a possibility here. And timeout, though, for CM. They're going to talk about it on 3rd and 15 and see what they can dial up here to maybe pick up a 1st down and keep this drive going. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at brightwayimaging.com.
Given his troops the instruction and now walks off the field.
Yeah, Nick, with 2 minutes left here in the first quarter, pretty much what we anticipated tonight. You're going to see a heavy dose of run, keep the ball on the ground, move the clocks, and just keep moving the clocks.
Turbyfield in the pistol. Spread formation, 4 wide receiver set, and the Eagles moved. False start against CM, and I'm sure that makes Coach Parmentier real happy coming out of a timeout.
Oh, exactly. Coming out of a timeout, be focused, get down there and watch the ball, get the snap. Plays like that just kills a coach.
No, I'm sure he's just shaking his head down there. He is. I can see him. So that makes it 3rd down and 20 from the Eagle 13. 4 wide receiver set. Turbyfield takes the snap, wants to throw. Got some time, throwing deep. Got a man that's tipped and incomplete. That was Logan Turbyfield, the freshman intended receiver for CM, and that falls harmlessly incomplete. I don't think it would have been a first down anyway, but that falls incomplete, and now the Eagles will have to punt it away, and that means Chandler Powell back out to handle the kicking duties.
Got Chandler Powell back there. They're going to definitely get good field position here. They're going to bring it down, try to get the running game going. This game's going exactly the way we anticipated it going.
Will Medford standing at his 40 at the 45-yard line, ready to receive this kick. It bounces at the 40, and Medford fields it at midfield to the 45, the 40, stiff arm, and knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So great field position for Jerseyville to start this drive and see if they can put some points back on the board here, get something going offensively after their first drive stalled.
Yeah, first drive, they've had the ball one time, a quick 3 and out. Now they're deep in the Eagles' territory here, and let's see if they can move the ball.
Their only score of the game came defensively. John Collins, the defensive back for Jerseyville, with a scoop and score. And that made it 6-0. The Eagles then went on a long drive and punched it in from 1 yard out to make it 7-6. Jackson under center, McDonald behind him, and they'll turn and give it to the big fullback, right side, looking for room, pushes the pile down to the 32-yard line, gain of about 3 on first down. For the junior fullback, Brian McDonald. Don't forget, after the game, Gary and I will name our Munganast Olton Toyota Players of the Game, as we do after each and every high school sports contest here on the Big Z. Jackson under center again. 3 wide receivers set. Jackson sends a man in motion, gives it to the fullback, McDonald again. Not much there that time, maybe a yard.
Yeah, it looks to be 1 yard. Looks like Rick John, he's sticking with his game plan coming in. Try to run the ball off the tackles. You got these 3 big running backs. They got a little over 1,000 yards rushing combined between the 3 of them. Combined for 13 touchdowns on the year.
Panthers will have to run one more play here before the quarter ends. We're clock rolling, under 20 seconds to go. Play clock down to 13 as Jackson brings them up to the line again on 3rd and 6. Jackson wants to throw, will throw, looking deep, looking end zone, and that is incomplete. Incomplete pass. Looks like Will Medford was the intended receiver over on the far sideline. And good coverage by number 12, Keaton Lowen.
Yeah, Keaton Lowen back there, good coverage, went back up, tipped it away. Really good throw there.
Now Jackson gave his receiver a chance, but falls incomplete and brings up 4th down for the Panthers, and they're going to go for it, I would imagine, here on 4th and 6, just based on the field position. They've got it 4th and 6 at the Eagle 31, so here we go. Jackson comes up under center. McDonald behind him. 4 wide receiver set, Rogers, Medford, and Waltz. Jackson fakes it to McDonald, a little option play, and now he will toss it to Waltz, and Waltz lunges for the first down marker, but he's out of bounds, well shy of it, inside the 30, but he's going to be short of the first down, so the Panthers are going to turn it over on downs, and the Eagles will have the football when we come back to start the second quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer. We want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
with Gary Quigley, Nick Darr back with you inside the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth as we start the second quarter here at CM High School. 7-6, Eagles lead it after one. Some other scores from around the area. Nokomis leading the Oilers by a score of 6-0 after one quarter. Triad over Waterloo, 7-0. Collinsville beating Belleville East 6-0 after one quarter. The Eagles have it, 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Turbyfill in the pistol with Walker behind him. He'll turn and hand it to Walker. Left side looking for room, not much there. Not much at all as he's going to be brought down. Going to lose some yardage on that play. So the Jerseyville defense got kind of pushed around on that first drive after the fumble, Gary, but these last couple drives, they've stiffened up a little bit.
Oh yeah, you got Jerseyville, you got CM here, long-time Mississippi Valley Conference rivals. You're going to see that type of game. It's going to be physical on both sides of the. It's a very physical rivalry going. Dating back many years ago.
2nd down and 12 for CM. Turbyfield takes the snap, wants to throw into the flat for Glover. He's got it at the 30, cuts it back, but good tackle. At the 32-yard line, Glover takes it out to the 32. He's brought down by number 11, Dave Rogers.
Just a little short yard, 3-yard completion. One thing we've seen on both sides tonight with the wet weather, both teams have been 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12 here. Not a position either one of these teams want to be in.
That's a gain of about 5 and brings up 3rd and 7 for CM. And they'll spread it out now, empty backfield, 5 wide receiver set. Parchment into the game. Kieran Parchment is in the slot in the right. 2 wide receivers to the right, trips to the left. Turbyfield wants to set up a screen to Parchment. He's got it. 35 and brought down at the 36-yard line. Gain of about 4, but it's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. Nice tackle there by Connor Pegram of the Panthers.
Yeah, Turbyfield trying to get the ball in the hands of the freshman Parchment. Very, very explosive player. Comes in as a freshman. He's had a pretty solid year. He's got 26 rushes for 128 yards as well to go along. He's got 13 receptions for 217 yards on the year.
Chandler Powell back out to punt this one away. He'll punt it from his own 23-yard line. Will Medford ready to receive it. He stands at his own 35-yard line. On 4th and 4 for CM. Powell punting this one away. End over end kick. Takes a eagle bounce at the 40. And that'll be down by CM inside the 30 at the 28-yard line is where the Panthers will take over on offense here. And it's been a struggle for Jerseyville. They had great field position to start that last drive. Took over at the CM 35 and really couldn't move it at all. So a couple 3-and-outs on offense for the Panthers, Gary.
Yeah, Jerseyville scored in the first play. Bad snap, miscommunication by the Eagles. Scooped up and ran in on special teams by the Panthers. So with the weather the way it is tonight, special teams is going to be a key factor for both teams tonight, and field position is definitely going to be a key this evening.
So the Panthers will come out on offense to their first possession of the second quarter, led by their quarterback, Matthew Jackson. Waltz goes in motion. Number 14, Zeke Waltz, goes back to his position now. McDonald, the fullback, is McDonald will get it right up the middle with some room to the 40. Lowers his shoulder and takes it out near midfield down to the 47-yard line, but there's a flag on the field. And that's an illegal motion penalty against the Panthers. So their best offensive play of the night negated by a penalty.
Yeah, 17-yard run there. Not much happening there. He's up the middle, not running hard. He's a big, strong kid. But plays like that, you got the veteran coach Rick Johns on the sideline. Plays like that just kill a coach.
Absolutely. And that penalty is back at the 25-yard line. They'll spot it. Let's see where they spot it. Now they pick it up and move it back.
But one thing
now they're looking at each other. Where do you want me to put it?
But one thing we've seen early on the night for both teams, a lot of first and second longs because of the penalties. Things like that kill a coach, especially when you're here in week 8.
They settle on the 23, and it makes it 1st and 15.
Another flag.
Jackson turns and hands it off to Kurt Hall. on a little counter play, and out across the 25 to the 26 he goes, but another penalty, as you mentioned, Gary. False start against Jerseyville.
Well, as an offense, you're already struggling as an offense. You're having a hard time moving the ball. Penalties set you back. Then you got to get away from your game plan. This team doesn't pass the ball very well, so with the wet conditions, they have to eliminate the penalties and get this game moving on.
9:35 to go in the first half. 7-6 Eagles lead it. And this 5-yard penalty is going to make it 1st and 20 for the Panthers. Actually, they let the play go, and the Eagles are going to decline this penalty. And instead of 1st and 20, they're going to make it 2nd and about 13. Picked up 2 yards on the carry, did Kurt Hall, and now Waltz goes in motion. They give it to McDonald up the middle. Nope, Jackson's got it. Jackson out across the 30. I'll check that. That was quarterback Matthew Jackson on the carry. He takes it out to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Matthew Jackson on the zone. He kept it himself, ran up the middle for a gain of 7. That's his first carry of the night. Matthew Jackson, the quarterback, comes in. He is their leading rusher with 513 yards.
3rd and 5 for the Panthers. They trail by a point with 8:50 to go here in the half. Jackson up under center. 2 wide receivers to his left and 1 to his right. Hall goes in motion. Jackson wants to throw over the middle. Got a man. That's caught. Zeke Waltz down to midfield. He goes for a Panther first down. And right at midfield as well, they'll spot that one. Nice gain and nice throw and catch that time for the Panthers.
Yeah, good throw there. The quarterback, he stepped up in the pocket. Waltz was there. Good throw to him. Enough for a first down. Gain of 17 on the play.
17-yard pass play gives the Panthers a first down. Those have been in short supply for Jerseyville so far tonight offensively. Jackson up under center. McDonald, the fullback, behind him. Hall goes in motion right side. Cuts it back and takes it into CM territory. Picks up about 2 down to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, not a lot working here on Jerseyville. Good drive here. They've got 2 first downs on the drive. They're inside CM territory for the first time, but they're only down 7-6 here. So, this game is still up in the air. Can go either way right now.
Absolutely. You mentioned they both struggled to score, so we're probably in for a low-scoring, close contest here tonight if you had to predict. 7:40 to go. 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. Jackson up under center. McDonald, the fullback, behind him. Hall goes in motion. McDonald gets it right side. He's got a little bit of running room. Takes it out across the 45, down to the 42-yard line. Gain of about 6. Bring up 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. Maybe 2 downs to get 2 yards here.
Oh, definitely. You're definitely in 2-down territory here. Down 7-6. McDonald trying to carry a load here. Early on he just has 5 carries for 18 yards.
They'll keep going to him, you would think. 3rd and 2. Hall goes in motion, but it's McDonald again. He's got a first down, and he's down near the 35-yard line. The 36 as well. They'll spot it. That's good enough for a Panther first down. Their 2nd first down of this drive.
Yeah, good extended drive here, sticking in the run game, trying to get Kurt Hall outside, but it looks to be, they got a lot of success running off the tackles with Brian McDonald.
Well, Jackson's got a pretty strong arm. If you can maybe start to pick up some yards with that fullback in the running game, maybe it opens up the passing game a little bit.
Yeah, Jackson, he's definitely a dual threat. He is he has only 396 yards passed on the year, but he is their leading rusher as well.
He's up under center with McDonald behind him, the big fullback. Waltz goes in motion, but McDonald gets it again, left side with some room. He barrels his way inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Good gain on first down for the Panther fullback. Picks up 6, maybe 7 on that play and brings up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, looks to be a gain of 7 there. Brian McDonald, I think Rick Johns has found something they like, so he's going to stick with it. The Panthers are they're looking at something they haven't seen all night. They're 2nd and short versus they've been 2nd and long all night.
The Eagles are going to get a little more girth in there. Brian Sherfy checks in. And Jackson tosses it to Hall right side looking for room. He's got a first down. And he's still on his feet to the 10. Nope, they're going to say stepped out of bounds back at the 15-yard line. So that's a first down for the Panthers either way. It might have been a touchdown had he not stepped out of bounds at the 15 as he broke some tackles on that far sideline. But
yeah, big 14-yard gain, got the first down, lowered his shoulder, stepped out of bounds, or he looked like he was going to try to take it into the end zone.
So it's 1st and 10 Panthers from the 15, and now the officials blowing the whistle and maybe an injury timeout. A CM player, number 4, Alex Reams, trots to the sidelines. The Panthers have got it going here. Another third first down of this drive. Started it at the inside CM territory, but Jackson up under center. 1st and 10, and Hall goes in motion. McDonald gets it again, the big fullback. Picks up about 3. Brian McDonald, a 5'8", 220-pound junior fullback for the Panthers, and he's carrying the load right now.
Yeah, big, hard, strong kid, not a lot of speed. He just takes the ball, tucks it in, runs. He'll run you over, put his nose down. He's averaging 3 to 4 yards a carry, but on a night like this, that's really all you're looking for.
Yep, makes it 2nd and 6, 2nd and 3 for Jerseyville, and whistles blow again. Another injured Eagle limps off the field. That's 64, Hunter Thornton, a senior. Jackson under center. Waltz goes in motion, but it's McDonald again. The fullback lowers his shoulder. Woof. Like a bowling ball down to the 5-yard line he goes. It's going to be another Panther first down, though, and it's going to be 1st and goal. Boy, this has been by far the best offensive possession of the night for the Panthers.
Well, basically, you had one good pass play, and it's been all Brian McDonald, Jackson to Donald here. So you're inside 1st and goal inside the 4. So, you'd expect Brian McDonald, give him the ball here until he takes it across the goal line.
You'd have to think 1st and goal from the 5. Jackson under center. Hall goes in motion, and they'll pitch it to him right side. He's got some blockers in front of him, and he is going to walk into the end zone from 5 yards out. And with 4:35 left to go in the first half, the Panthers now on top 12-7.
Yeah, very impressive drive there. You had one good pass and play there, a 17-yard pass play on a 3rd down for 1st down. The rest of it was Brian McDonald. Then you get inside the 10, give it to Kurt Hall, who takes it in for his 3rd touchdown of the year.
Good. That was well blocked, and anytime you can go in without getting touched as a running back, you like that. And he did that time from 5 yards out. And the Panthers are going to go for 2 here, leading 12-7 now. And Jackson up under center. Is this going to be the fullback, McDonald? Hard count, tries to draw him off sides, and maybe he did. There's a flag that comes out. We'll see if it's on the offense or the defense. That is going to be offsides against the Eagles, half the distance to the goal. So instead of a 2-yard, 2-point conversion, now a 1-yard conversion. Now quarterback sneaks in play and fullback dive.
Yeah, you'd think McDonald would get the ball here.
Maybe Jackson, though. As you said, he's their leading rusher. And pretty good size quarterback, 6'2", 187-pound junior quarterback for the Panthers. And head coach Rick Johns. Jackson up under center. McDonald behind him. Takes the snap, gives it to McDonald. And over that right side, he's going to take it in. The 2-point conversion is good. So with 4:35 left to go in the half, the Panthers now lead the Eagles by a score of 14-7. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Night shootout here.
In the MVC, Parchman takes the kickoff to the 25 to the 30, and he is popped at the 30-yard line. Curon Parchman on the return takes it out to the 30-yard line, and the freshman takes a shot, and he is walking off the field a little gingerly.
As a freshman, you're playing varsity football. You go from a freshman to a senior. There's a lot of big differences there.
Edwardsville leading Belleville West 13-0 after one quarter. Highland over Mascoutah 7-0 after one quarter. Here it's 14-7 Panthers. 4:27 left to go first half. And now they'll get the right football into the game.
It looks like they're trying to keep the ball dry as well.
They were trying, and then they just slid it across the ground. So when officials throw the football, it doesn't go well.
So
his completion percentage is not good.
Yeah, with under 5 minutes left here in the first half, what the Eagles want to do is keep the ball on the ground, keep the clocks running, see if they can score, take a little momentum into the halftime.
Panthers will get the football to start the second half. 4 wide receiver set for CM. Nick Walker, the lone running back in the backfield. 2 to the right, 2 to the left for Noah Turbyfield, the quarterback. Turbyfield wants to throw. Into the flat for Clocky. He's got the ball at the 35-yard line, out to the 37-yard line. Good gain on first down for the Eagles. That's Dakota Clocky, the receiver for CM.
And Noah Turbyfield, he's 5 for 6 passing, not a lot of yardage, 27 yards, but he is 5 for 6. He's got one 11-yard gain, so looks like he's being real conservative here. Keep the ball on the ground. If they're going to give me the pass, I'll take it and give me 6-7 yards a time.
He's been on the money, you're right, but it's been a lot of short passes, so we'll see if they open it up at all. Man in motion, Turbyfield wants to throw, does throw a little deeper this time for Glover, and that's intercepted. Picked off, 14, Zeke Waltz on the interception for the Panthers. At the 44-yard line, Jerseyville will take over on offense.
Yeah, looked to be he got back. He was pressured. Ill-advised throw. There was 2 men under the coverage. Should have just tucked it in, ran it. Second, another turnover for the Eagles. It is wet out there. But with 3:43 left, the Panthers are going to get the ball back to try to extend this lead.
He was trying to get it to Alex Glover. That one hung up, though, for Waltz, and the safety playing center field ran under it and gets the interception. So now the Panthers, the lead, the momentum, and the football with 3:43 to go here in the half. Jackson up under center. McDonald behind him. Hall goes in motion. McDonald gets it again right side. They'll just keep riding that horse as he takes it down to the 42-yard line. Gain of 2, maybe 3. Flag down on the field as well. So we'll check the penalty here.
Looks to be a late flag. Looks like it may be unnecessary roughness.
Maybe a late hit. It got physical at the end. CM's getting a little frustrated defensively maybe as they're getting a steady dose of the big fullback, Brian McDonald. That is an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against CM, so that's a free 15 yards for Jerseyville, and that's going to march it down inside the 30-yard line for the Panthers, so a nice gift for this offense.
I don't think the Eagles fans are too happy with that call, but that's one thing you're going to see when these two teams match up on a Friday night. Tempers flare, and you're going to see that. These two teams have been playing together for years.
1st and 10, Panthers at the Eagle 26. Hall goes in motion, takes the toss right side. Got some blockers in front of him, cuts it back, 20. All the way back to the other side of the field. He's got room. 15, 10, one man to beat. He lowers his shoulders, and he's brought down. That's Lowen, and now another flag comes out. It's going to be 1st and goal Panthers.
Yeah, great run there. He went to the right, brought it back to the left, broke a few tackles, tried to reach the end zone, 24 yards. Looked like as he was hitting the ground, a player from CM come in, but it didn't look to be an intentional foul or anything.
It's not going to be a huge penalty because it's going to be half the distance. Keaton Lowen with a touchdown-saving tackle for now. But the Panthers are going to have it first and goal. And we'll see where this is going to be about the 2-yard line where they're going to spot this. They're going to pick up the flag. They talk about it, and you like to see that from the officials, some communication. So they pick up the flag, and it's going to be first and goal at the 3 for Jerseyville.
Yeah, very impressive run there, 24 yards. He lowered his head, tried to reach the end zone, didn't get in, so you're going to take it first and goal from the 2-yard line.
Wow, this game has changed in a hurry. The Eagles put together a great drive, looked like they were dominating offensively, but haven't been able to do anything offensively. Now Jackson under center with the man in motion, and it's McDonald, the fullback, and he's going to take it in from 3 yards out. Touchdown, Brian McDonald. And with 2:55 left to go in the half, it's now 20-7 Panthers.
So once again, the second turnover of the game for the Eagles. Both have resulted in, the last one in a special teams touchdown, this into another touchdown. So basically, they're down 20-7 here. They need to buckle up, tighten down, keep the ball, secure it, and see what you can do here. You got 2:55 left here in the first half.
2:55 to go in the half, and now the Panthers will attempt the extra point. David Rogers is going to, no, that's going to be Medford. Will Medford will try to convert the extra point here. He's 0 for 1 so far tonight. Carry the holder. Good snap. The hold is down. Ball's down. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 2:55 left to go in the half, the Panthers lead the Eagles 21-7. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
For a specific reason, and I'm here to help.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Should have made a home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Penalty, and they take it in, and now a 21-7 lead. And now you got to play this a little differently with 2:55 left, down 2 scores, and knowing that the Panthers are going to get it to start the half.
Yeah, definitely with that interception there. You have seen, you can hear, you can feel the momentum switch there with the fans. You can see it on the sidelines. But, with a lot of time to go here, the thing is it's going to be an uphill battle the rest of the night for CM because coming in, the most points they've scored in the game this year is 28. So right now they've given up 21. So, as an offense that doesn't move the ball very well, their defense needs to step up, keep the Panthers at 21 points, and hopefully their offense can put some points on the board.
False start on that kickoff for the Panthers. And now Dave Rogers ready to kick it away for the Panthers. Kieran Parchman and Glover back deep to receive. They'll kick it to Parchman. He'll catch it at the 22, to the 25, 30, and lowers his shoulder. And he'll be brought down right around the 35-yard line. And the Eagles will take over on offense now, feeling like maybe you got to make something happen.
Yeah, pretty good field position to start here. Get something going. Not a lot has really worked. They've had one good drive here. Nick Walker's been the go-to guy. He's got 7 carries for 40 yards. Noah Turbyville is 5 for 7 in the air for only 22 yards, and he has thrown 1 interception.
Well, we'll see what CM does here offensively as Turbyville gets the call from head coach Mike Parmentier and brings it back out to his teammates on senior night here in Bethalto at CM High School. Turbyville takes the snap, gives it to Nick Walker, lowers his shoulder, and takes it out near the 40-yard line, just shy of the 40 at the 39. Gain of 4. Still 2 timeouts left for the Eagles, all 3 remaining for the Panthers. 2:30 to go here, clock rolling. 2nd and 6 for CM. At halftime, we'll hear an Illini preview. They'll take on Purdue tomorrow on the Big Z at 2 o'clock. Pre-game, 2:30 kickoff. Christensen the carry. And not much there, out across the 40 to the 41. John Collins on the tackle for the Panthers.
Yeah, Bradley Christensen, that's only his 3rd carry of the night. He's got 3 carries for 11 yards. Not really much working up the middle, but as you were saying about Purdue, that brings up Purdue. We're here at Hauser Field. Joe Odom, he played for the Eagles, probably one of the better players to ever come out of this area.
And on to the NFL with the Bears and Bills. Well, 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. They've got it at their own 41. Turbyfield sends Nick Walker in motion. Wants to throw. Looking over the middle, and that is caught. That throw was on the money. That's Logan Turbyfield, the receiver, and that's out in the Jerseyville territory, down to the Jerseyville 48. It's a gain of 11 and a Eagle first down, and the Eagles need to get moving here. They spotted, and the clock starts rolling, 1:19 to go. Still 2 timeouts left for the Eagles. Turbyfield with a 4 wide receiver set. Sends Glover in motion, fakes it to him, flag down. Turbyfield wants to throw deep for Logan Turbyfield, and that is incomplete. Dave Rogers in coverage knocks it away at the 15. We'll check the penalty.
Yeah, wait to see what the flag is. It looks like
it's against CM.
Yeah, Mike Parmentier looked like he's good ball there. Looks like he's wanting to go with a deep threat, get away from the running game, and try to score here before halftime.
Well, I could tell Coach Parmentier was not happy either with the call or wasn't happy with the penalty, and that's going to push him back 5 yards. Illegal shift against CM is a 5-yard penalty. Make it 1st and 15.
That's one thing.
They're going to decline it, actually.
Yeah, that's one thing that has hurt the Eagles tonight. They have had several penalties, as well as Jerseyville has too. So, keep the penalties down, because what more gets under a coach's skin than when those penalties keep building up, and you look up there, instead of being 1st and 10, you're 1st and 15, 1st and 20.
Well, it's 2nd and 10 instead of 1st and 15. 1:01 to go in the half. Clock stopped after the penalty. Turbyfield wants to throw again. And he's got some room, steps up in the pocket, throws down the middle. That's intercepted again. Picked off by the Panthers. And running with the football, is that Waltz again? Penalty flag is down, but Jerseyville's going to have the football in the 3rd turnover. Now another flag comes out. And some extracurricular activities on the sideline between Keaton Lowen and several Panther players. And now the Panthers will head back to their sidelines, but another interception from Waltz. So the Eagles have had a turnover on their first play from scrimmage, a fumble that was picked up and taken in for a touchdown, and now 2 interceptions on the last 2 drives. Turbyfield has thrown it to Zeke Waltz of the Panthers twice.
This penalty here after interception looks to be a personal foul on the Panthers. A lot of extracurricular activities after a play, but what do you expect when you get these 2 teams together?
We'll see if it's going to be what the penalty is. If it's against CM, Jerseyville's going to have great field position. And 48.8 seconds to go and 3 timeouts left.
It's definitely after interception, so the Panthers will keep the ball here.
They'll bring in another official. Maybe it'll be offsetting. If it's offsetting, still pretty good field position. They'd be about the 45-yard line. And the officials continue to discuss.
Well, I saw one flag, as the play was ending. But after the play was over, I saw a couple other flags come in as well.
Don't forget, after our game tonight, we'll take you to Public School Stadium. The Alton Redbirds and the Granite City Warriors in a big one tonight. Brent Berkland on the call. And tomorrow, more prep football here on the Big Z at noon, or maybe a little before noon. Nokomis Indians and East Alton Wood River Oilers in a big, big Prairie State Conference matchup for all intents and purposes for the Prairie State Conference Championship.
Yeah, I mean, Nokomis, they always give the Oilers, the Oilers are playing tough right now, three-game winning streak, but, they did lose their sophomore running back, Brody Newberry, last week. Let's see how they can regroup. They regrouped last week and grinded out with a 26 win last week against Kincaid.
Need to do the same tonight. Last check, they were down 6-0 after one quarter. Personal foul against Jerseyville, and maybe offsetting penalties here. Personal foul against CM, so those are going to offset, and Jerseyville's going to have great field position. A 2-touchdown lead, and 48.8 seconds to go and 3 timeouts. Now, I know putting it in the air is not their forte, but with those timeouts, they've got something to work with here. As Jackson will come up under center, they're going to have it at the CM 38-yard line. Eagle defense needs to make a play here. Can't afford to fall behind any further. Jackson up under center. Waltz goes in motion. Hall gets the football. And he's got some running room across the 35 down to the 33-yard line. Gain of about 5. Clock continues to roll. No sign of a timeout from Jerseyville yet, and really no sign of a hurry-up. Now Jackson takes a timeout, but they allowed about 8 seconds to run off the clock because they didn't call that timeout.
Well, this is a key timeout. Jerseyville's wanting to put more points on the board, but Coach Parmentier, you really need a big stop on the Eagles' defense here. Because, like I said, coming in, they're only scoring 11 points a game. You can't afford to give up any more points here before halftime.
That's 2nd down and 4. The Panthers will have it. And you're right, the way this Eagle offense has struggled, you cannot afford to fall behind any further. 21-7 is already a tough task.
But an early update from the NLCS on a solo home run by Manny Machado. The Dodgers lead the Brewers 1-0, top of the 3rd.
Some scores from the South Central Conference tonight. Carlinville leads Staunton 14-0. Vandalia just a 7-0 lead on Roxana early going. Hillsboro leading the Pysall Birds 6-0. Pana all over Litchfield 27-0. And Greenfield over Gillespie 12-0. Here in the Mississippi Valley Conference, it's 21-7 Panthers over the Eagles. 33 seconds to go. Panthers with the football, 2nd and 4 from the Eagle 33. Jackson wants to throw after faking the toss. He's in trouble. He's going to be brought down and sacked. Sacked by the Eagles at the 36-yard line. And now the Panthers, with a much quicker timeout. It's going to be loss of about 3, and we'll take a timeout with the Panthers. Back after this. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
With Gary Quigley, Nick Darr back with you inside the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. 24.3 seconds to go here first half. Panthers lead the Eagles 21-7 and have the football. 3rd and 7 at the Eagle 36. Jackson in the pistol. McDonald, the fullback behind him. Jackson wants to throw. Back to his right. Got a man wide open. It was Rogers. I mean, David Rogers didn't have a man within 5 yards of him, and Jackson overthrew him by about 3 yards too high.
Oh, he was wide open. As you can see, they're not much of a passing team, but he could have took that in. They could have got up, clocked the ball, and possibly had another play or two here.
And had one timeout. They would have stopped the clock to reset the chains, but now it's 4th and 7. So now what do you do if you're the Panthers? 19.6 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think they're going to line up. They're going to go for it again here. If they don't get it, you're still pinning the Eagles back deep in their own territory. And, their offense really hasn't moved the ball well at all this evening.
Give them maybe one more shot at it. The Eagles do have 2 timeouts. Panthers down to just 1 timeout. Jackson with McDonald behind him. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jackson looks to his left, sets up a screen for McDonald. That's caught at the 35, down to the 30. Still trying to grind away. He's going to get close, real close to that first down marker, but I think he's going to be just shy. And the Eagles are going to take over on downs. 11.5 seconds to go. The Eagles will have it 1st and 10. We'll see if they take a shot here with 2 timeouts or perhaps just take a knee and take it in, perhaps. 21-7 the score. Panthers lead it.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Eagles will be content with just taking a knee here, get it into halftime, get down in halftime, get in the locker room, see what Coach Mike Parmentier can do with the team, rally the troops at senior night, let them know, get them energized, let them know what kind of, it's a big playoff game atmosphere here tonight.
Turbyfield in the pistol. Nick Walker next to him. 4 wide receiver set for CM. And Turbyfield's going to turn and just hand it off to Nick Walker up the middle. He's got some room. And up to the 40, down to the 42-yard line. And more extracurriculars after the play. Could have been a penalty there, too, but nothing. It's going to be a 1st down. 5.5 seconds to go. And the Eagles are going to take a timeout here. Try to draw something up. Probably 1 play left is what you're looking at here. And we'll see if they can come up with something. That they need 58 yards to get into the Panther end zone. And that would energize this crowd. This crowd's cold, too. It's a chilly night here in Bethalto. We went from 90 degrees at Wood River High School last Friday night to 40 degrees tonight.
I think we definitely hit the fall. This is October. This is football weather. It's a Friday night football. You got 2 big Mississippi Valley Conference foes here going at it. It's 21-7 heading into halftime here. Good game, and I expect more like the same, same type of style in the second half.
I feel like I went to sleep in August and woke up and it was November. What happened to September and October? Where did the 60s and 70s weather go? Back next week. Back next week, I say. Don't forget Brent Berkland tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Scores, highlights, coaches' interviews on Sports Talk. You'll hear from several, if not all, area coaches on tonight's action. That follows Alton Daily Bargains on the Big Z. Empty backfield this time for CM. 4 wide receivers to the right, just 1 to the left. Turbyfield takes the snap, wants to throw. Looking deep over the middle for Parchman. That's intercepted again. John Collins has got it. That's the 3rd interception of the half. 4th turnover for CM, and that is how the first half is going to end. Appropriately so, another turnover for the Eagles. So at halftime, the Panthers will take a 21-7 lead into the locker room. Back with halftime after this. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Moore's Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Should have made a home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
Running the ball on any other drive after that.
Well, as on any Friday night, turnovers are going to kill you. They started off with one turnover. So realistically, all three turnovers have resulted in points for the Panthers. Nick Walker comes in. He's got 9 carries for 55 yards. He is the Eagles' leading rusher. Noah Turbyfeld, he's had a rough night. He's 4 for like 10. He's got 38 yards with the 3 interceptions. So let's see if they can go into halftime, see if they can come out in the second half. They're only down 2 scores. You need to look at this as a playoff game. Don't even look at the game next week. Win this game. You got to win this game to even have a shot to make the playoffs. So win this game and take your chances next week.
Big games on defense for Jerseyville. Zeke Waltz has 2 interceptions. John Collins has an interception and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. So they've done some good things defensively, and offensively, Jerseyville really kind of got it rolling there towards the end of the half. As you mentioned, McDonald just grinding out drives. And that bodes well for them in the second half. They're going to get the football to start it, and it looks like they're going to be.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Moore's Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Sure you had Madewell Home Inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the RiverBend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Moore's Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Sure you had Madewell Home Inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Moore's Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Should have made a home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Moore's Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to her.
Along with number 1, Garrett Carey. High, short kick is fielded by Carey at the 20 to the 25. Rolling to his right to the 30, 35. He's got some room. He may go. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, but hold everything. There's a flag on the field, 2 flags on the field, back at the 37-yard line. And that one, I believe, is going to come back to the relief of every CM Eagle fan in the stadium. A holding penalty against the Panthers is going to bring it back. Wow.
Yeah, a short kick. He took it at the 30. Carey took it up the middle. He hit a seam, turned on his jets, and went down the sideline. You know, a sigh of relief there for the Eagles and their fans here as the game's going to remain 21-7 here.
Well, it turns out the seam was maybe because of the hold, and that one comes back. So that would have been devastating for the Eagles. They would have been down at least 27-7, and now instead the Jerseyville Panther offense will come out on the field and take over at their own 25-yard line, leading 21-7. Matthew Jackson will bring his team out, the junior quarterback. And up under center with McDonald, the big fullback, the big junior fullback behind him. Zeke Waltz goes in motion to his right, now back to his left. Now back he goes in motion, but the give is to McDonald right up the middle, and he'll push the pile up to the 30-yard line. Picks up about 5 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I think Jerseyville and Coach Rick Johns are going to be content with just to keep this ball on the ground, keep the clock going. I mean, they know CM's, their offense is sluggish at times. They don't move the ball well. You know, they're going to score in spurts. And one thing the Eagles are going to have to do tonight that they haven't done all year is they're going to have to put together a couple back-to-back offensive drives, get on the board, put some points up, and try to get back in this game.
I think there's going to be very little fancy about the Jerseyville offense in the second half, much like the first half. Second down and 4 for the Panthers. Jackson up under center. McDonald behind him. Hall goes in motion. McDonald gets it. Right side, not much there. He'll take it out to the 33-yard line. Gain of about 2, and it's going to bring up a huge 3rd down and 2 for this Eagle defense.
Yeah, 3rd and 2 here. Big 3rd down here in the second half here. You know, what the Eagles need here, they definitely need a big stop here, get the offense back on the field, and put some points on the board.
Well, you'd love to see them make something happen like the Panther defense has with maybe a turnover here too, but if nothing else, you got to have a stop. That defensive line's got to dig in because you think the fullback's probably coming. Waltz goes in motion. McDonald gets the carry, pushes the pile, and I think second effort fumbles the football. Loose ball, and the Eagles have it. The Eagles have recovered, so we just talked about needing a turnover, and they get one. 72, Chandler Powell recovers the football, and the Eagles will take over at the Panther 37.
Yeah, they handed off to Brian McDonald up the middle. He had enough yards for the first down. He was hit from the side. The ball was stripped, recovered by the Eagles. Like you just said, big play there. Turnover's been a big factor in the game tonight.
We'll see if the Eagle offense can take advantage. 1st and 10 at the Panther 37, trailing 21-7, 10-17 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Turbyfill in the pistol, Nick Walker behind him. 4 wide receivers set. Clocky and Glover to the right. Turbyfill turns and hands it right up the middle to Nick Walker. Nothing there, hit immediately. Big tackle by 54. That's Ross Hartley for the Panthers.
Yeah, hit hard and met by Hartley at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. You know, they're not having much success on the ground, so it looks like Noah Turbyfill may want to get to the air. You know, you got Karan Parchman. He's a freshman. He's real explosive. You know, comes in with 13 receptions for 217 yards, and he is their leading receiver on the year.
He's in the slot now to the left. Glover and Clocky out there to the left. Hausman to the right. Turbyfill rolls that way. Throws it into the flat. That's Clocky, and he's got it. Good throw, good catch. Up near the first down marker. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. Yeah, they'll spot that one 2 yards shy of the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Eagles.
Yeah, 3rd and a short 2 here. You're definitely in 4-down territory. You know, look for maybe Bradley Christensen to get the ball in the fullback up the middle, get 2 yards. You know, if you don't get it there, run it again, and hopefully you get it on 4th down.
Turbyfill will come up under center, and that looks to be exactly what they may do. Turbyfill's going to turn and hand it to Nick Walker, trying to get the first down. Second effort. I don't think did he get it? Yes, he did. Good second effort by Walker. Comes out of the pile and picks up the first down. Going to be a gain of about 3.
Yeah, definitely what the Eagles needed here. You know, a big turnover there in the first possession by the Panthers. You know, looks like get the ball in Nick Walker's hand, get the ball to the sideline, and try to get him towards the end zone.
1st and 10. Eagles have it inside the 30 at the 27 of the Panthers. Full house backfield again. Interesting. Christensen, Glover, and Walker behind Turbyfill. Walker gets it right side. Got some room to the 25 and finally brought down at the 23. So a little bit of change in philosophy offensively for the Eagles on that play at least. Gain of 4 for Walker brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Eagles, and really what is a must-score drive here.
Yeah, big drive here. CM, you know, 11 points per game of the year. You know, get a touchdown here. You know, take your chances here. Defense seems to be playing well. It looks like they're going to ride. You know, Nick Walker's got 12 carries for 65 yards.
Now back to the spread with trips to the right. Walker next to Turbyfill. Turbyfill wants to throw to Parchman in the flat. He's got some room. 20, cuts it back, lowers the shoulder, and drags a tackler inside the 15 to the 14. Gain of about 9, and another Eagle first down. Kieran Parchman on the reception that time from Turbyfill.
Yeah, good throw. Parchman ran a good route there. Once again, Parchman, he is a freshman. You know, he comes in, he is their leading receiver on the year with 217 yards, and right now tonight he's got 2 carries for 13 yards.
Keaton Lowen checks into the ball game for CM, and he's split out wide to the right. Trips to the right. With Lowen, it's Glover and Parchman. Turbyfield wants to turn and hand it off, though, to Nick Walker with some room inside the 10. To the 9 goes Nick Walker. Make it the 8-yard line, and that's a gain of 6. And now inside the 10.
Yeah, straight up off the tackle, big explosive run by Nick Walker, tripped up from behind. Nick Walker now he has 13 carries for 70 yards. So it looks like they're going to go with him. Briley Christensen he has 3 carries for 11 yards thus far.
Trips to the left this time. It's Turbyfield, Parchman, and Glover over there. Lowen to the right. Turbyfield in the pistol, wants to throw to the left to Glover. Nice catch on a high throw, and Glover's got it. And he takes it down inside the 5-yard line. And that's going to be close to another Eagle first down, and I think it is going to be a first down. It'll be first and goal for the Eagles at the 4.
So really the Eagles, they've done what they wanted to. They come in, they converted the turnover, got the ball back, got a nice little drive going here to move the chains, and looks to be first and goal now.
Got just what the doctor ordered, but now you got to finish the drive here, and we'll see if they go with that full house backfield again. They will. Christensen, Glover, and Walker behind Turbyfield, who's under center this time. They'll turn and hand it to the fullback Christensen, and maybe got a yard on the play. Not much. No gain on that play.
Second and goal here, Nick. Not much happening down there. It looks like they're bottling up the middle. Maybe you need to see Turbyfield run a little play action here, get somebody out, maybe look for Parchman out in the flat.
Second and goal for the Eagles. They need about 4 yards for the touchdown. They go with that full house again. Christensen, Glover, and Walker again behind Turbyfield. Turbyfield will give it to Walker this time. Left side, going lateral, and tries to turn it up, but can't. Still fighting for yards. Might have got 1, but not much, and it's going to be third and goal for CM from the 3.
Yeah, good second effort there by Walker, but the Panthers defense, they converged on him, brought him down. But right now you're looking at third and goal. Big play, for the year here. You got playoff aspirations on the line right here.
That one run to the left will make the spot over on the left hash for CM. Third and goal from the 3-yard line. And they'll go spread now again. Two receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and Nick Walker in the backfield. Parchman goes in motion. Turbyfield fakes it to him, throws a bullet over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looked like Keaton Lowen, it was a catchable football, and Lowen just couldn't come up with it, so now it's fourth and goal.
Yeah, it's going to be fourth and goal. Good defense down there by the Panthers. Fourth and goal. Your season's on the line. You're shooting to get into the playoffs, so this is definitely a touchdown you need to convert here.
Fourth and goal from the 3. We'll see what head coach Mike Parmentier dials up. Down by 14. They need a touchdown here in the worst way. Kieran Parchman brings the play in and lets everybody know what it is. Play clock rolling down. 10 to go on the play clock. 4 wide receivers set. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Nick Walker in the backfield behind Turbyfield. Walker gets the carry and tries to bull his way. Still trying to fight, but he's not going to get there. He's going to be brought down short at the 1-yard line. Does not get in. What a goal line stand for the Panthers.
Yeah, very, very impressive there by the Panthers with the season on line for both these teams. The Eagles had a prime opportunity there. They got the turnover to start the second half. They was driving in, got it down. They had a first and goal, and unfortunately, they couldn't punch it in the end zone.
Huge stop for the Panthers. Eagles couldn't get it in, but now you turn it over to your defense, and maybe they can make something happen for you here. As the Panthers are going to be pinned against their own goal line. They're going to have it at their own 1. First and 10, Panthers leading 21-7. So we just talked about the Eagle defense needing a turnover. How about another one?
Oh, right now, you're in a desperate opportunity right now. You need to force another turnover here, get the ball back down there in your own end zone.
Jackson on a quarterback sneak up under center and pushing the pile forward. Still on his feet, actually. They'll blow it dead. But Jackson picks up about 3 yards and gives him a little breathing room. And second down and 7 it'll be for Jerseyville. Alton leading Granite City now 45-3, and Nokomis and Wood River in a battle. It's 20-12 third quarter. A 97-yard touchdown pass for the Indians brought them to within 8 points of the Oilers in the third quarter. Here it's 21-7 Panthers, second down and 7. They've got it at the 5-yard line. Jackson turns, and he's going to fake it to McDonald. He'll keep it left side, looking for room. Fumbles the football. Lowen picks it up, and he's brought down. But the Eagles are going to have it at the 2. Another turnover. It was knocked away from Jackson. Lowen picks it up, and he almost took it into the end zone. Game-saving tackle for the Panthers. For now, a touchdown-saving tackle, I should say. But CM's going to have it first and goal again.
Yeah, turnover's been key all night long. You know, the ball's been put on the ground several times. Keaton Lowen scooped that up. Thought he had a touchdown, tripped up from behind, but excellent field position to start here for the Eagles.
Boy, it looked an awful lot like the first play from scrimmage for CM when they fumbled the football offensively. John Collins was able to scoop that one up and take it into the end zone for the Panthers. Lowen almost doing the same here for CM, and now you've got to have a score here. Second and goal, or first and goal, Eagles at the 2. Christensen behind it. Gives it to Nick Walker, trying to get in, but the Jerseyville Panther defensive line stacks it up again. Might have lost a yard on the play.
Yeah, 5 consecutive plays inside the 5. They've had 4 running plays, 1 passing play, and the Jerseyville defense is really stepping up here.
4 turnovers for the Eagles in the first half. 2 so far for the Panthers in the second half. Well, he lost it 2 yards, they're going to say. They're going to call it second and goal from the 4. Second and goal from the 4. Eagles need a touchdown, trailing 21-7. 3:55 to go in the third.
Yeah, triple I here, definitely big play in the game.
Turbyfield under center. Turns, fakes it to Walker, rolling to his left, being chased, in trouble, can't take a sack, throws it up for grabs. It's a flag down. The catch was made, I believe, by number 4, Alex Reams, down around the goal line, but flags come out. That's got to be pass interference based on where it was thrown, I think.
Well, there's a flag thrown in. Looked like he caught it. There's another flag thrown in late.
Boy, that was a dangerous play for Turbyfield. He was being chased, almost sacked back at the 15, threw it up for grabs almost, but it ends up in the arms of Alex Reams, and flags all over the field. We'll check the penalty. Holding against CM, but holding against Jerseyville. Offsetting penalties, and after all that, we'll replay the down.
We're going to do it again. So it turned out, Turbyfield was rushed out. He threw off his back foot, threw it up. He's already got 3 interceptions on the night. Definitely couldn't afford a 4th interception there. So let's see if he can, gather the troops in Turbyville, call a good play here and get it in the end zone.
Second and goal from the 4. Keaton Lowen brings the play in. He's the Eagle that got him into this position, scooping up a fumble and nearly taking it into the end zone. He was brought down at the 2. We'll see how big a play that might end up being, him being tackled at the 2. Spread formation now. Turbyfield wants to throw, spins it, looks to throw, rolls to his left. Being chased, he's in trouble. Trying to get there onto his legs, he does! Touchdown, Turbyfield. Noah Turbyfield takes it in from 4 yards out. That was a great run to just extend the football to the pylon and get it into the end zone and make this a 21-13 game.
Yeah, Turbyfield extended the field there. Didn't see nobody open. Great coverage by them down there. So he looked up and ran it in for his second touchdown of the game.
Chased out of the pocket, rolled to his left, surveyed all the options, decided that pulling it down and running was the best one. It turned out to be, and he takes it in, a 4-yard touchdown run. And now the Eagles with the extra point attempt. Snap down, kick is up, it's good. So Chandler Powell boots that one through, and with 3:29 to go, we've got ourselves a ball game here in the third quarter. 21-7, Panthers lead the Eagles. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Noah Turbyfield takes it in from 4 yards out to make this a 21-14 game.
Yeah, big play. Keaton Lowen scooped the fumble up, was tackled. Then, the stout defense there by Jerseyville, it took them 7 plays consecutive to get it in. Noah Turbyfield takes it down and runs it in. We got ourselves a football game here.
No question about it. And now the Eagles will get set to kick it away. And low line drive kick by the Eagles is going to take a bounce. Picked up by the Panthers. Carey has got it out near the 30 and still on his feet, nearly broke out of there. And Eagles make the tackle, but not before Garrett Carey takes it out to the 36-yard line. Nifty little return there by Carey.
Yeah, both these teams, as you can look down there, starting to get a little physical. We've had several 15-yard penalty calls. The flags are flying. These teams, they don't really like each other. They play several. They play each year, and when you play each other every single year, the rivalry. And this has been a big rivalry over the years.
Yeah, a lot of offsetting 15-yard penalties. That's how you know it's all because of some extracurriculars after the whistle, which it has been a couple times tonight. Panthers with the football now. A little tighter game, up by just a touchdown. Jackson up under center, sends a man in motion, gives it to Hall right side, looking for room. And he'll pick up a couple yards on that carry out to the 38-yard line.
But coming into this year, Nick, if you would have told both these teams we're going to be 3-4, and after week 7, and then you got Jerseyville, you got CM. But if you told both these coaches coming in, hey, if I win my last 2 games a year, I'm going to make the playoffs. With a rebuilding team, both these teams probably would have took that.
Gain of 2 for Kurt Hall on first down. You're right. 2nd down and 8. Jackson up under center. Sends Waltz in motion to his left. He gets the toss this time. Trying to get the corner. He does. To the 40. To the 45. Christensen with a shoestring tackle. But it's going to be a Panther first down at the 46-yard line. Zach Waltz in motion that time. Takes it on the sweep. And a 9-yard gain for a first down.
Now let's see if the Eagles defense can step up here. Big, momentum switcher. You're only down 21-14. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter to see if they can step up and make something happen here.
Rogers split out wide to the right. Hall goes in motion. They'll give it to McDonald, the big fullback up the middle. And he's going to have maybe 2 yards on that carry out to the 48-yard line. Boy, he's been a workhorse tonight, Brian McDonald.
Yeah, Brian McDonald, he's got 13 carries for 51 yards, straight up the middle, give him the ball. He does have 1 turnover as he did fumble the ball, which resulted in an Eagle touchdown.
And then Jackson fumbled it last possession. So turnovers have been a story. The Eagles turned it over 4 times in the first half. One of those a scoop and score for the Panther defense, and it's a 7-point lead right now for the Panthers. Jackson up under center. 1:26 to go in the third quarter. Jackson turns and rolls to his right. Keeping the football on the ground. Jackson into CM territory, down to the 46-yard line he goes. Gain of about 6 for the quarterback, Matthew Jackson.
Yeah, Matthew Jackson, he come in, he's their leading rusher on the year. He has 97 carries for 513 yards, but that's only been his 3rd carry of the night for 12 yards. He has thrown the ball 4 times. He's 2 for 4 for 25 yards. But it looks like going down the stretch here into the fourth quarter, looks like Brian McDonald's going to carry the load for the Panthers.
3rd and 2, big 3rd down play for both teams now. Waltz goes in motion. They give it to McDonald up the middle. He's hit and dropped immediately. That's Briley Christensen on the tackle. Lost a couple yards, and now it's 4th down for the Panthers in decision time for Coach Rick Johns. He's going to have it 4th down and a couple at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, huge play there by Briley Christensen. You know, he is one of the leaders of this defense, but right now, you know, he understands how important this play is here. You got playoffs are on the line right here on this play.
4th and 3, and Johns is going to line up to go for it for Jerseyville. 13 to go. They don't have to run a play here. They are going to run one, though. Jackson wants to throw into the flat. He's got Rogers. It's caught, and it's a 1st down. Inside the CM 40 to the 38. Huge play there, and surprised to see him run a play before the quarter ended. Surprised to see it in the air.
Hey, it's Rick Johns. What do you expect? You wouldn't expect anything other, from what he just called there.
And that is going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So the Panthers are going to have it 1st and 10 at the CM 37 with a 21-14 lead when we start the 4th. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Nick Darr and Gary Quigley back with you inside the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. 4th quarter, Hauser Field in Bethalto, a 21-7 lead for the Panthers in this Mississippi Valley Conference showdown of 2, 3, and 4 teams. Jackson up under center. McDonald, the fullback, behind him. They'll turn and fake it to McDonald. Jackson's going to keep it at the 30, to the 25, and out of bounds, or upended by Glover on the near sideline here, the Eagles sideline. But that's a good run for the quarterback, and it's a 1st down run for the quarterback. Gain of about 10.
Yeah, quarterback Matthew Jackson, he come in with 96 carries. That's only his 4th carry of the night, but it looks like, 21-14 lead here in the 4th quarter. You might see a heavy dose of him keeping the ball on the ground here in the 4th quarter.
Other Mississippi Valley Conference score for you. Highland leads Mascoutah 34-0 halfway through the 3rd quarter. That Highland juggernaut continues to roll. Waltz goes in motion. They'll do a little end-around play, and this is Carey, I think, on the carry. No, that's Hall, 33. Getting old, I can't see numbers anymore. Kurt Hall on the carry, the running back. And he'll take it down to the 21-yard line. Gain of about 3 and makes it 2nd and 7 for the Panthers.
Yeah, it's really been McDonald and Hall for the Panthers tonight. McDonald, he's got 51 yards rushing. Kurt Hall's got 65 yards rushing.
Jackson with McDonald behind him. Hall goes in motion. Jackson wants to throw into the slot. That's behind his receiver and incomplete. Intended for Medford. And Medford had to stop because that ball was behind him. He slips and falls, and it was incomplete, and it makes it 3rd and 8.
So another big 3rd down here, but we're in 4-down territory here. So, with it being 3rd and 9, you don't have to get all 9 here. You got 2 plays to get it, but the Eagles defense really needs to step up here and get another big stop.
28-12 the score now in Nokomis, by the way. Oilers lead. Jackson up under center. McDonald behind him. Jackson wants to throw, and that one's batted down and incomplete. And now it's going to be 4th and 8 for the Panthers.
Let's go take us big 4th down here. Looked to be tipped by 47 Briley Christensen. Big play here. you need to step up, get a big stop here, get your offense back on the field, give you a chance to go down and tie this score up.
A little surprised here, Gary. They ran it on first down, but then passes on second and third down, and the run has been the bread and butter. Now 4th and 8, you'd likely have to put it in the air again. Jackson up under center. Waltz goes in motion. They'll toss it to Waltz, left side, looking for running room. Eagles string it out, and they get him down, make the tackle, and the Eagles will turn him over on downs. Great play there defensively.
Yeah, big play there by the Eagles defense. You know, they ran a little bit of sweep there. You know, he stretched it out, got him down. Beautiful play there by the Eagles defense and a turnover on downs. Give the Eagles a chance to go down and tie this game up.
It was a senior captain, Braden Georgioff, that made that tackle, and now the Eagles with the football, trailing 21-14 with 10:34 left to go in the ballgame. Well, lots of time for somebody to earn the Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game award here for both these teams. With 10:34 to go, a lot of football left. And nothing decided. Turbyfield up under center. And man goes in motion. And Turbyfield wants to throw. He's got all kinds of time. Lofts it up for Logan Turbyfield. And that is, did he come down with it? No, incomplete pass. Noah looking for Logan. Logan might have had a step, but that one is batted away by Garrett Carey, number 1.
Yeah, Coach Parmentarian dialed up, says, heck, let's try to catch him off guard, try to go for the big play here. Was unsuccessful, so now do you come back, you know, where you've been successful, keep the ball on the ground, try to run off the tackles again.
And Kieran Parchman's going to check back in. Christensen's going to check out. There is a flag down. Panthers decline the penalty, though, and it'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Probably a hold. Turbyfield had all kinds of time over there on the Panthers, near the Panther sideline. Turbyfield under center, sends Glover in motion, gives him the football in an end around. Cuts it back to the 30, spin move, and up to the 35-yard line he goes. Glover fighting for yards, and he's got a first down. Terrific run by the senior Alex Glover, another captain on this Eagle team.
Yeah, Alex Glover, big strong run there, fouled his blockers, hit the seam, gain of 12, enough for an Eagle first down, keeps the clocks, keeps the chains moving.
Out to the 36 he goes, 1st and 10 Eagles from their own 36, and a fresh set of downs for CM and head coach Mike Parmentier, trying to improve to 4-4 on the year. 4 wide receivers set this time, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Parchman goes in motion. They'll fake it to him, but give it to Walker. Nick Walker on the carry. Takes it out to the 39-yard line on a little trap play. And that's going to be a gain of about 3 yards. Now they'll spot it back at the 38, so give him 2, and it'll make it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Walker, you know, he's had a solid game. He's just pretty much grinded it out. He's got 17 carries for 71 yards. You know, he come in averaging just a little over 4.5 yards per carry.
Turbyfield with an empty backfield this time. 4 wide receivers to the right. Logan Turbyfield goes in motion, gets the ball, and he wants to throw back to Logan Turbyfield, and that's incomplete. And that play was going nowhere right from the start. It's going to be 3rd and 8 after the incompletion.
Yeah, it sets up a huge 3rd and 8 in the situation. You know, Mike Parmentier tried to go with a little trickery there. You know, good coach. He's been there before. He has coached in a state championship game with Staunton, so he does have a second pace. He comes from a strong Parmentier family. His dad, Bill, his brother, Joe. So big 3rd down here. Let's see what he dials up here.
They try to reach into the bag of tricks a couple times here on this drive, and now they need to get into that bag for 8 yards and another first down to keep this drive going. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Walker next to Turbyfield. Turbyfield takes the snap, looks to his left. Now back to his right, rolls to his right. He may run with it. Nope, now pulls it down to throw, and he's got a man that's caught and now dropped. Reams had it, and he would have had an easy first down if he comes away with it, but he ran before he caught it. And it's an incomplete pass, and the Eagles will have to punt.
Yeah, Noah Turbyville, great job there. You know, he beat the rush, had the blitz on. It was just dropped in his hands. He tried to catch it before he ran. He would have had the first down. So looks like the Eagles are going to try to pin the Panthers back and put it on their defense. You know, trailing 21-14. The Eagles they have the only score here in the second half. You know, under 9 minutes to play, put your defense out there and see what happens.
Chandler Powell ready to punt it away. Will Medford back at his own 31-yard line, ready to receive this punt. Good punt off the side of the foot, rather. 72 Powell, and that goes out of bounds. And see where they're going to spot this one. Still going up near the 40-yard line, and at the 39-yard line is where they'll spot it. I think that might be a little generous for the Eagles. So the Panthers have it 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Well, the Eagles, they played solid here in the second half. Their defense has played well. They haven't given up a score yet. You know, they've had the last three times they've stopped, and they've had some turnovers. But down in their own zone now, they need to create another turnover right here.
Panthers come back out, led by their quarterback, Jackson. 8:47 to go in the ball game. Jackson up under center. And Waltz goes in motion, but it's McDonald right up the middle, and he's bottled up. Nothing there. Great job by the Eagle defense. Braden Georgioff again there on the tackle for CM. Lost a couple that time, did McDonald.
Yeah, big loss there. Loss of 2 by McDonald. You know, he's got 15 carries for 49 yards. This is going to set up a key 2nd and long.
21-14, Panthers with the lead. And the football. But a 2nd and 11 here at their own 38. Jackson sends a man in motion. He wants to keep it on a little option play. He will keep it, and not much there again. And he might have lost a couple. So lost a couple for Jackson that time on the quarterback keep. They were trying to run a little option, but the Eagles snuffed that one out nicely. 54, Carson Miller on the tackle for CM.
Yeah, 2 consecutive run plays by the Panthers for losses. You know, now a big 3rd down here. You know, big play of the game, big play of the year here for the Eagles defense.
Yeah, 3rd and 12 for the Panthers, and not a down and distance that they like. And 7:30, and will they put it in the air here? Risk stopping the clock. Jackson under center. Waltz goes in motion. Jackson looks like he is going to throw. And into the flat, and that's caught. Caught by Waltz, I believe. Terrific catch. Terrific throw. Actually, it was 33 on the catch. That's Kurt Hall, the running back. He ran a little wheel route, and Jackson hit him right in stride. Perfect throw. Nice catch and a 1st down for the Panthers. And now a fresh set of downs, 7:10 to go, so they'll chew even more time off the clock. Jackson up under center. And he will turn, fake it to McDonald, but keep it. Little quarterback keep run that time, and he takes it out near the 40-yard line of the Eagles, down to the 41 of CM.
Yeah, big pass play there by Matthew Jackson. You know, he was double coverage down there, threw it in there. You know, good catch by the receiver. And Matthew Jackson was hit as he threw the ball, but we're under 7 minutes to play here. So the Eagles defense, you know, needs to really step up right here.
9 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. You're listening to high school football from the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. 6:27 to go here in the ball game now, and the Panthers in no hurry offensively. They've got it 2nd down and 4 at the Eagle 41, leading 21-7. Jackson gives it to McDonald. Loose football. It's on the turf. Who's got it? CM says they do. And the officials say they do too. Huge fumble recovery for the Eagle defense. It's the 3rd fumble recovery of the second half.
Well, as it has been all second half, Nick, that's the 3rd fumble recovery. You know, the Panthers are putting it on the ground. You know, solid field position here with over 6 minutes to play. Let's see what the Eagles defense can do. Go down and tie this game up.
Wow. Well, CM was the team that couldn't hold on to the football in the first half. 4 turnovers for CM in the first half, but now 3 for the Panthers in the second half. We'll see if the Eagles can take advantage here.
Yeah, big play there. As I looked at the side, you see Mitch Parmentier down there trying to rally the troops. You know, Mitch Parmentier, a special kid, Coach Parmentier's son. You know, he's just trying to rally the troops up and trying to get them a W here.
Turbyfield sends Glover in motion. High snap. Good job by Turbyfield to come down with it. Looking for Curon Parchman deep down the field, but that one falls incomplete at the Panther 40. Zeke Waltz in coverage that time for the Panthers. And really, ball overthrown and no chance for Parchman to come down with that one. So it's 2nd and 10, and you know, the Eagles have somewhat abandoned the running game here on these last couple drives, and there's plenty of time left, 6:02 to go, and they've really ran some trick plays and tried to put it in the air.
Well, it looks like they're trying to catch him off guard, get back in this game. You know, with 3 turnovers here, their defense has definitely kept them in the game here in the second half.
4 wide receiver set. Glover goes in motion. He'll get it on an end-around play to the 40. Got some room, 45, stiff arm at midfield, and brought down by Waltz, but not before he picks up 11 yards and a first down, the senior, Alex Glover. All the way down to the 47.
Yeah, Alex Glover, the senior there, patient run. He fouled his blockers, got down, gain of 14. Glover now has 4 carries for 35 yards and moves it inside Jerseyville Panther territory.
Alex Reams brings in the play from Coach Parmentier, and 4 wide receivers set. Parchman and Reams to the left, Glover and to the right. He'll go in motion. They'll fake it to him and give it to Nick Walker, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Gain of about 8 for Walker. Nice carry there on first down.
Well, nearing 5 minutes here, Nick, in the fourth quarter, 21-14. You know, the Eagles, their defense has kept them in the game. Now it's time for their offense. Says, hey, we stepped up for you guys all night. Now, point some points on the board and help us out.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining here. About 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Turbyfield with a 4 wide receiver set, wants to throw into the flat to the sidelines. That's Reams. He's got it. Is he in bounds? He is. Alex Reams with the reception, and it's an Eagle first down. That'll move the chains. They'll stop the clock as they reset it, as he's down to the 33-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play.
Yeah, Reams' first catch of the night. He come in with just 8 catches for 115 yards, but he does have 1 touchdown on the year.
Had a big drop on that last drive, but makes a nice catch there for a first down. 1st and 10 Eagles at the Jerseyville 33. Parchman in motion. They'll fake it to him. Turbyfield wants to throw again down the middle, and that's incomplete. Intended for Drennan Hausman, but overthrown, and really maybe Turbyfield just throwing it away that time.
Yeah, Turbyfield, that's the best thing. He looked up, double coverage, just kind of threw it away, take his chances here on 2nd and 3rd down.
The incompletion will make it at 2nd and 10. And now Reams brings the play in from the sideline. Play clock down to 20 seconds. Game clock at 4:26. Turbyfield, 4 wide receivers set. 2 to his right, 2 to the left. Curon Parchman goes in motion to his right. Turbyfield wants to throw, pulls it down. Now he's sacked. Sacked back at the 39-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 6, and it looks like 62. No, it was Jack Hansen on the sack.
Yeah, good coverage there. Get the secondary. Good coverage there. Jack Hansen, he continued, fought off his blocker, brought the sack down, and brought down Noah Turbyfield.
So now it's 3rd and 18 for the Eagles. 3:53 to go. 21-14. Panthers lead it.
So once again, 4-down territory here. A lot of yards to get. You don't have to get it all here in one play.
Parchman in motion. They'll fake it to him again. Turbyfield wants to throw. Looking deep for Logan Turbyfield, and incomplete, I believe. They're going to call it a completion. No, one official says complete, one says incomplete, out of bounds, and I think that's the correct call.
Yeah, definitely a correct call. He didn't have either foot in, but, heck of an opportunity there.
It would have been First and goal Eagles if it had been a completion. Terrific effort by Logan Turbyfield to come down with it, but neither feet didn't get either foot down, as you said, and it's an incomplete pass, and now it's 4th and 18. So now 3:36 to go, 4th and 15 rather. I would think about punting it and try to pin them back.
But I was thinking that, but it looks like Coach Parmentier, he's pushed them in here, going for the Parchman calls into play, and they're just going to go for it right here.
With the wet football and Jerseyville putting it on the turf 3 times in the second half, I would be tempted to punt it, but boy, the clock's not working in your favor.
Yeah, Coach Parmentier not happy. He's thinking that the receiver was pushed out of bounds and they could have called it a completion.
Timeout. Parmentier wants a timeout, and he'll get it. 3:36 to go, and we'll see if they discuss going for it or not. In any case, CM's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Should have made a home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5.
Jerseyville, CM, both of them trying to keep their playoff hopes alive.
7 turnovers in the game. 4 for the Eagles in the first half. 3 for the Panthers here in the second half. Now empty backfield for the Panthers. Trips to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left of Turbyfield. He'll send Glover in motion. High snap. Good job by Turbyfield to come down. He's got Parchman open on a wheel, and it's incomplete. Knocked away. Terrific recovery by John Collins. The defensive back knocks it away. If the ball was thrown a little bit early, it's a touchdown for Parchman.
Yeah, the freshman Parchman, he definitely had his guy beat. The ball was a little bit underthrown. Still had an opportunity to catch it, but hey, there's still 3:28 left here. Hang your hat on the defense and see if you can get the ball back.
Boy, it hung up just long enough for Collins to get back and get a hand on it and knock it away from the freshman Parchman. So now the Eagle defense with another stop needed. Panthers will take over on downs, 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Collins already has a touchdown in the game. He picked up a fumble on the first play from scrimmage of the game and took it in for a touchdown. Gave the Panthers the early 6-0 lead. Jackson up under center. Turns, and he'll hand it to his fullback, McDonald. He's got some room. Breaks a tackle. Flag down, though. Takes it out to the 45-yard line to the 47-yard line. We'll check the penalty.
Yeah, it looks like Rick John's going to be content with just giving the ball to McDonald, try to run the ball, try to eat the clock. CM does have 2 timeouts left, and McDonald did fumble earlier in this half.
That's going to be holding against Jerseyville, and that won't make Rick Johns a happy camper. So that'll push him back 10 yards and negate what was a pretty nice gain for McDonald on first down. That was going to be a gain of 8 and set up 2nd and 2, but the holding penalty negates all that, pushes it back to the 30-yard line, and it'll make it 1st and 19 for Jerseyville. Big difference.
Let's see if the Eagles defense, see if they send some pressure here, try to get a sack and, try to create another turnover.
3:11 to go, clock ticking. Still 10 on the play clock. Jerseyville's going to take their time. Waltz goes in motion. They'll give it right up the middle of the fullback, McDonald, and he's hit immediately and dropped. No gain on the play. Might have lost a yard. They're going to give him the 30, so we'll say no gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 19.
Yeah, hit first, met by Briley Christensen right off the nose. He said, hey, I'm here to play. Let's get the ball back here.
2 timeouts to go here for the Eagles. All 3 timeouts remaining for the Panthers with 2:30 to go in the ball game. Jackson under center, McDonald behind him. Hall goes in motion, and the Panthers jump. A motion penalty against the Panthers, and the big thing there is maybe not the 5 yards, but you stop the clock.
Yeah, several big mistakes here. You know, Rick John's a veteran coach. You know he can't be happy with what he's seeing. You've had 3 turnovers here in the second half, have resulted in Eagles points. You got your team now. You got a senior leading team, but they're definitely not showing right now with some some ill-advised penalties down the stretch here.
Now they'll run the clock. 2:15 to go now in the ball game. 2nd and 24.
You stop them here, you're going to have to think about using those timeouts.
McDonald, the fullback, behind Jackson on 2nd and 24. They will toss it to Kurt Hall, right side, looking for room, and he makes a cardinal sin and goes out of bounds.
Definitely in the favor of the Eagles there. That's going to make it a long 3rd down here.
3rd and 24. Now you get a stop. You use a timeout, I think, and try to force the Panthers to punt here. It's 3rd and 19 from the 31-yard line.
So what do you do here? You just dial up a run play, punt it away and say, hey, put it on our defense and we'll take our chances and see what happens.
You got to run it. You got to make CM burn that second timeout, I think, here. And
yeah, deep in the territory, I really can't see him putting it in the air here.
Can't risk stopping the clock with an incomplete pass on 3rd and 19, I wouldn't think. Jackson's going to turn and hand it to the fullback, McDonald. And Nick Walker holds on for dear life, I think would be an accurate description of that. As McDonald, the fullback, trying to drag him. It's well short of the 1st down. He does take it up to the 38-yard line. And CM does, in fact, burn that timeout. So the Panthers will have to punt it away on 4th down when we come back. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent,
they've got it 4th and 11 and ready to punt this one away. Jackson, the quarterback, will punt it away for the Panthers. Alex Glover standing at his own 29-yard line, ready to receive it. Jackson, short kick. Bounces at the 40, and that's going to be down at the 39-yard line. So the Eagles need 61 yards to tie, and 61 yards and an extra point to tie this game.
Well, here we go, Nick. With under 2 minutes to go, 21-14. Noah Turbyville, he's ran this team well. He's got 3 interceptions, but I would look for Parchman down deep as he had the guy beat on last, just kind of underthrew him.
Yep, you're right. That was that play was there. We'll see if they try to go back to that on this drive. 1st and 10, 1 timeout remaining for the Eagles. 1:44 to go here in the game. 61 yards separating the Eagles from maybe tying this one up. Turbyfield takes the snap, rolls to his left, now looks back to his right and throws that one away. That's got to be intentional grounding, and it is. Not a receiver within 40 yards, really. So he was throwing that one away to avoid the sack, and that's going to be a costly penalty
here. Yes, that'd be a 10-yard loss, and it was
loss of down.
Exactly.
And the penalty's assessed from the spot of the foul, too. So they're going to mark that one back. And that's just a horrible way to start a crucial drive.
We'll see what Coach Parmentier calls here. You got 1:37 left. You got 1 timeout in your pocket.
It's going to be 2nd and 20. Turbyfield in the pistol. Parchman next to him. 4 wide receiver set. Turbyfield turns and gives some last-minute instructions to the freshman Parchman. Now we've got An official timeout. The official's talking about something on the far sideline. Don't forget tomorrow on the Big Z, a full lineup, of course, starting with the Big Z Comedy Show at 6 o'clock, 6 to 9, the Comedy Show, 9 to 10, the Garage Sale. Alton Daily Bargains on the air from 10 to 11. Then our sports programming begins tomorrow at 11. Brent Berkland with Sports Talk at 11 a.m. Now the conference is over and the Eagles are ready to go. 4 wide receiver set. Now whistle blows again. And they put 1 second back on the clock after all that. It could matter. 2nd and 20 for the Eagles at their own 29. Turbyfield sends Walker in motion, fakes it to him, wants to throw, in trouble being chased, gets away, rolling to his left, throwing, and that is incomplete. Parchment in the area that time, and might have been an ineligible lineman downfield that time. 64 is down at the 40. I don't see a penalty marker down, but
yeah, Nick, really good coverage by the secondary there. You know, that's going to make it 3rd and 20 here. You know, you got to get a first down here, so you don't have to dial it up in one play. You got 2 plays to get it here.
But credit the Jerseyville secondary. There have not been many open receivers for the Eagles tonight. They've done a terrific job. And one of their defensive backs, John Collins, has a touchdown. So
3rd and 20 here. Look for the freshman, Parchment here. He's lined up to the top, down to the left here.
4 wide receivers set. Noah Turbyfield wants to throw. And he's in trouble. He's going to be sacked. Might have lost the football. And he held on to it, but he is sacked back at the 24-yard line. And that is a dagger. And now the Eagles will have to take a timeout, I believe. They're blowing the whistle, and now they signal for the timeout for the Eagles. So, boy, I don't know what you dial up here. It's going to be 4th down and 25 yards.
Yeah, 4th and forever here. I'm not sure what you dial up here. You know, with the season, you know, your playoff berth on the line, you know, to see what kind of play he calls here.
And how much of you, if it will be some kind of trick play, and maybe you look to try to go back to that play that Parchment was so wide open on the last drive, but Collins did a good job to come back and knock that one away and bat that one away and make it an incomplete pass. So,
yeah, Parchment Parchment had his man beat by a step, just a little bit underthrew by Turbyfield, but hey, that may be a play they go right back to here.
If you don't get it, the Panthers are going to get it on downs and take a knee and run this clock out. So this is the ball game right here. If the Eagles can't convert, Jerseyville is going to win the game and improve to 4-4. If they can, they'll keep their hopes alive here. But 1:10 left, Jersey leading 21-14 in what has been an entertaining game. An entertaining game in Nokomis as well tonight, Gary. That was 34-28, and the Oilers leading with about 5 minutes to go. You can hear that game tomorrow here on the Big Z at noon after Sports Talk. Empty backfield for Turbyfield. 5 wide receivers set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. 4th and 25. Turbyfield takes the snap. Got some time, steps up in the pocket, rolls to his right. Now he'll throw over the middle, and that is almost caught by Lowen. Lowen had a chance at it right at the first down marker, but it falls incomplete. He took a shot, and it's incomplete, and Jersey is going to take over on downs. The Eagles have no timeouts left and just 1:01 to go. Jerseyville can take a couple knees and put this one away.
Yeah, Turbyville scrambled back there. He had a guy open and Keaton low. You know, he took a good shot. You know, didn't come up with it. You know, so it looks like a couple knees here, and the Panthers will line up in the victory formation. And congratulations to the Alton Redbirds and Coach Eric Dickerson as they knock off the Granite City Warriors 45-9. That gives them their fifth win, and they're playoff eligible. You got East St. Louis next week, but hey, in the Southwestern Conference, you know, 5 games should get you in. So that's a couple years in a row they've made the playoffs. You know, they won 1 playoff game last year, and you know Dickerson's really done some good things down there.
And we'll have that game for you next week. Our second game Friday night next week is the Panthers get to do what every team loves to do, the victory formation. Jackson takes a knee. And Jerseyville's going to win this one to improve to 4-4, keep their playoff hopes alive. They could, upset Columbia next week and get into the playoffs with 5 wins as well.
Yeah, Columbia, they're going to come in. They're going to be 7-1 with another big win tonight. Very well-oiled machine there. It's going to be a tough game for Jerseyville, but a win next week against Columbia makes them playoff eligible.
Jerseyville will have to take one more knee here. They'll have to run one more play, and that will end this one. I think one of their offensive linemen jumped, but they didn't call it, thankfully for all of us, as Jerseyville takes a knee, and that is going to do it. The Panthers are going to improve to 4-4. The Eagles are going to drop to 3-5 as Jerseyville defeats CM on senior night, 21-14. Back to wrap it up after this. You're listening to Big